Today's video is brought to you by Inlights. Check out their Roxbox Valiant series today at inlights.com. That's INLIGHTZ.com. You are now watching WhoDooTV.
Welcome to WhoDooTV. We're at Emerald City Comic Con Live 2019. I am Hoosier.
And I am Moose.
And we are with the social media manager of Valiant, Emily.
Hi, guys. It's so nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
We love chatting with you online. You're great. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to engage with the fans in the way that you do.
Oh, my God. It's so much fun. So this is my first time running Twitter for a comic book company, and I was like, I didn't know if anyone was going to talk to me or hang out with me, but the Valiant fans are the most welcoming group of people I've ever met in my life. Everyone's just so excited to talk about these things that we all love, because I'm a huge fan too. So when we put out a new thing about Punk Mambo and some fan says, oh, that's so cool, I'm like, I know, it's so cool. And then I start writing in all caps, and it's very unprofessional, but you know, my bosses seem cool with it.
We love it. I mean, Chris is one of the what do you do at Valiant Fans Facebook?
Valiant Comics fan. I am the lead administrator, and I interact on Twitter and Facebook and basically any social media. I interact with Emily a ton. One of my biggest questions is your love affair with Steakums and how that started, because I remember it, and I remember it taking off, and it was a full 24-hour to 48-hour love fest.
It was beautiful. So first of all, this started at about 1 in the morning. So I'm in bed, I'm about to go to sleep, and suddenly I'm up until 3 a.m. talking to Steakum on Twitter. Gail Simone asked Wendy who they liked better, Marvel or DC. I popped in there as Valiant and said, hey, we have this one book where Bloodshot eats like 8 raw cows, so there's some brand synergy there, am I right? Then Gail suggested Hot Pockets, Russ Burlingame suggested Steakum, Steakum responded, Hot Pockets responded. We said, why don't we all three be friends? And then Steakum wrote us about a 10-tweet saga of how they'd been fighting since the old gods with Hot Pockets for dominance. And since then, every so often, Stigs will get tagged in something we do. We're going to send them a piece of Jay Faveras' art that has Bloodshot leaping onto a cow that we found in one of the trades. And it's really, really fun.
So social media never quits, and it sounds like you don't either.
I don't sleep. I don't have friends. I don't eat things. Twitter is my food. Twitter is
Hot Pockets and Steakums.
Danny did bring a bunch of those into the office, and I rediscovered my love for microwaved food envelopes. It's been pretty great.
So there was rumor of somebody who tried to utilize frozen meat and draw a Bloodshot on this frozen meat and then heat it up to see how it would work.
Yes. Once again, shout out to Russ Burlingame. When this happened and Steakum asked us if we could print a comic on frozen beef, Russ decided to DIY it. He took a ballpoint pen to a piece of frozen ground beef and drew Bloodshot on it and then cooked it to see how well it survived. And actually, not that I recommend doing this, but the Bloodshot lasted really well. It still looked like Bloodshot even when it got cooked, which is the worst sentence I've ever said.
So when you get with Valiant, you get some engagement more than just the comics, and it's fun. So if you're new to Valiant, sorry, we're having fun. You're gonna get in the loop soon, and we love that. What is some of the ways the Valiant fans with you in social media can reach out to new fans?
Yeah, so one of my favorite things to do actually on Twitter is to reach out to new fans. We ask a lot of sort of questions, you know, what's your favorite podcast? What's your favorite comic shop? Just things that anyone can answer. We love to ask the really intense fans, the fans who know everything, like you guys, my faves. You know, what's a good first book? If we write about something and a new fan asks, you know, honestly, sometimes I don't even have to answer because someone who's a fan and just loves the books will answer for me before I even get a chance. We'll welcome them in organically. And I think that's really amazing that there's this group of people who love this company and this material and these characters so much that they will spend their time doing my job for me, basically, and sharing that love with new people, especially now when we have characters like Punk Mambo, who's getting her own book, who's a really great jumping on point for new readers. you know, and Psylord's coming up soon, both of which are sort of, you don't need any Valiant context for them. You know, and we're doing things like we're talking to a lot of other creators. We're working with new creators like Vita Ayala and Teenie Howard, who have their own fan bases. And then considering the vibe is so welcoming and wonderful, it's really easy to get people to jump from loving Teenie or, you know, loving some silly post we make to loving the comics.
So one thing that's apparent is that you're not just somebody behind a phone, a computer, doing social media, tweeting what your boss tells you to tweet out, that you actually love these properties.
I do.
What's your favorite? What do you got?
Oh my God, you can't
You're
stop.
on the spot. You can't love just one of your children. You gotta love them all,
There's
but you
one
want to love
child
more.
you have to love more than the others.
I thought it was I love all my children except Job. Like, I thought that was what, anyway.
Joe's a little out of it.
Someone got that joke. I have to say right now, I am completely, she's right here. I'm completely obsessed with the Forgotten Queen. Teenie Howard has taken a character who had a very, very short appearance in another Valiant book and made her this badass, violent, complex, flawed villain slash anti-hero who's got one of the most interesting conflicts I've ever seen in a comic of what do you do when you're so powerful that you're just bored? But somehow the comic isn't boring. I'm completely obsessed with this book. So right now it's Warmonger. My forever fave, my child, is Owen from Secret Weapons.
Nice. Nice.
Gotta love Owen.
Now, one of my favorite things that you have done and interacted with
Oh, no.
is on Valiant Comics Fan on Facebook, our fan page. You threw out there the kinds of things, the swag that people that you would want, or sorry, the fans would want to see from Valiant produced.
Yeah.
I know the answer, but how much of that stuff do you take serious? And how do you get that up the chain of command to actually see if that's something that could possibly fly?
We take all of it very, very seriously. Absolutely. Yeah, like we're not a big office, you know, there's not that many people working at Valiant. I just walk across the office to our head of licensing and I said, hey, Russ, you know, I asked the fans what they wanted. Here's literally all these numbers about what they're interested in. And some of those things he said, oh, this isn't as possible, even though it's interesting. And some of the things he said, oh man, we're already doing that, but we can't tell them yet because it's not ready. So we absolutely, I consider that both a place I just like to hang out, the fan group. You guys just let me hang out. It's great. And also a place that's a huge and super important resource for us knowing what you guys want. Absolutely.
In 2017, we had a tweet with WhoDooTV about asking for a Valiant calendar, and it was said, this was a while back, it said if we get 365 likes, retweets, that it would happen. What about 2020? It sounds like some people want that.
A Valiant calendar. Are you talking like a flip the page for each month calendar, or like a
For
big-
my office.
Interesting. I'm getting a mysterious nod from off camera.
Talk to some people.
As long as we get to do like a really cute swimsuit Bloodshot in June.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
Done.
Yeah.
Miss June.
Absolutely.
So,
I love it.
That's awesome.
That's my birthday month, so I just want like a swimsuit issue Bloodshot. That's what I want.
I want to applaud you for being so engaged with the fans on social media. It's one thing we love is this inclusivity that you get with the fans. So good job. Thank you. We love you.
I love you guys too. I honestly, I could not ask for a better group of fans to get to interact with every single day. I look forward to coming to the Valiant fan group. I look forward to checking Twitter in the morning. And I think that's kind of rare sometimes on the internet to actually look forward to your notifications. But I am always excited when I get a tweet from you or you. And even at this convention, I've gotten to meet people who I only know by their screen names. And I think I scared them a little bit because I jumped up and down and I was like, oh my God, it's you. And they're like, uh-huh, yep, I'm a person with a Twitter. And I'm like, but you're that person with the Twitter and I love you. So thank you all very much. I love you all so much.
Engage with Valiant at Twitter at Valiant Comics, and then Instagram is at Valiant Entertainment, and Valiant Comic Fans on Facebook. Check it out. We love the engagement. Valiant fans love the engagement. And again, thank you guys for being so welcoming to us.
Absolutely. Thank you. And, you know, every so often we'll just send out little care packages to people and stuff. So if you engage with us, you might get something cool.
Stay Valiant.
Stay Valiant. Hashtag Stay Valiant.
Hashtag.
Thanks for watching WhoDooTV, and thanks for Enlights for sponsoring this video. If you like Valiant content, you're going to want to check out one of our other interviews from Emerald City Comic Con right over here.